Good morning, my lovely gamers. How y'all doing? Welcome. Hello. Hello. My gamers. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope y'all are having an okay morning. / day, depending on your time zone and stuff. Hello, Concierge Halcyon.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance?
I need to get 2 rooms. I need VIP floor access.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
The only guest that would have a problem with me being up there would be the murderer.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice.
Yeah.
A nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Fuck yeah. Thank you. Hey, bud. Still love your hat.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
Actually, I want to go to the VIP floor.
Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
You can have 2. The thing about autographs is you can have 2. What am I using? DPS 1417. DPS 140. Like, damage 170. Damage 70. Like, fucking hell. Why are science guns so fucking useless? It's like, I even have the things that make them do more damage. Hey, are you a murderer?
You hear about that stunt with the woolly cows? That was great, wasn't it?
No. No, I haven't. Zeke Hannigan. In the flesh.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
What brings the Rangers to Eridanos?
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
I had some questions about the murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Can you think of anyone who'd want to kill her?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
Tell me about Birdie and Helen.
Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
Do you think he could have killed her?
What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen. What can I do for you?
Alright. Thanks for the talk. That was useless. Can I have this? No. Oh, I've been playing so much Once Human over the last couple days. And I keep wanting to hit Q to do the little ping. That, like, shows where loot is.
I can take a hint. Ooh, what'd you find?
But that's not a thing in this game. Damn. Y'all had quite the party here. Huh,
Hotel
beehole.
rooms don't feel like home until you mess them up some. This one's real cozy.
Alright. Yeah, because I met him at the bar last time. Food is good! I had some food earlier. It was
Is that a woolly cow?
good.
Why is there a woolly cow in the hotel? Also, why do I smell alcohol?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
The reason that there's a cow in here is because a bunch of sports people got drunk and played a prank. There's some worrying discoloration in its
An accurate
eyes.
observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Was Black Hole Birdie here?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage divided by the area of this room yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Conclude examination. Oh, this is just open. I don't even have to hack it. Do. Garbage chili? Now, do you mean chili that is garbage, or, like, is that some sort of type of chili? Like, is that the leftovers?
Great work.
Because I remember you talking about making, like, a soup out of leftovers. Yeah, okay. Look at me remembering a thing that a person said to me. It's a Christmas miracle. Okay.
Nicely done.
Hell yeah. Huh. Well, this is interesting. Interesting stuff here in this room. But, nothing beep beep beep. So, I guess everything's fine. Oh, hey! What the fuck happened here, Burbage?
Initiating Banter Protocol. Now, simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor, Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
So you've had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair.
Ow!
Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the aether.
Ooh, ow, ow, ow. That coffee still needs to cool. That coffee still needs to cool. Yeah, I just really want to drink some of my coffee, but it's very hot right now. You knew Halcyon Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
It almost sounds like you've got a motive for murder.
Now running shock and dismay protocol. What's this? Helen's death was a murder? How horrifying. Bring that killer to justice. Designated authority figure. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles. Randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen. Is there no justice in the world?
Okay, bye. A lot of top hats. Also, like, it looks like it's too dark to be like blood. Like, that looks black to me. And there is a coolant tank right here. I wish I could ask about it. Instead of a mint, there's an energy canister on the pillow. Alright. Spency Woolboy. It's time to talk to Justice.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
I'm getting embarrassed by proxy. You want to talk like a normal person?
I'd give you a stern admonition, but your bluntness suggests that you aren't with the hotel staff. This is curious indeed. Who are you? How did you get in here?
Name's Hawthorne. I'm a ship captain.
And yet you found your way to my humble hotel room. Why do I feel there's more of a reason for you to be here than you let on? I think I know, you cheeky little sprat. Now, What shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
I'm not here for an autograph. I'm here to ask some questions.
Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me. Back when I starred in the...
I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the reflection of you.
Anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
You fucking better, bud. Hear you were poisoned?
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain is most undignified. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation.
Can you think of anyone other than the chef? Don't forget to hydrate. Good suggestion, bot. Because I still kind of have a little bit of a sore throat. Oh, double hydrate? Fuck! Okay, I've double hydrated. Can you think of anyone else who would want to harm you?
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve.
Oh, why didn't you go to the clinic for your stomach pains?
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it.
According to the coroner, Helen was also poisoned.
How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you.
She wasn't killed by poison.
Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor.
Okay, I guess that's everything.
Very well.
Learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
Found a bottle of tainted liquor. Might have had something to do with their poisoning.
That, yes. Yes. I distinctly recall ordering an alcoholic beverage with my meal. This hotel is certainly bringing a new meaning to the phrase rotgut. Management shall receive the complaint to end all complaints.
Spoke to Burbage. He told me you upgraded him.
I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. he's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine.
I've got my eye on you.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
I'd like to ask you about the murder.
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met Anne?
Why are you so curious?
I'm really worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer.
What were you up to at the time of the murder?
Meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
Got anyone who can corroborate that?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
You were meditating? Really?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say,
That
being
sounds
able to leave
very
my
unpleasant.
body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I
Oof!
that woman.
Oofy doofs! How long have you worked with the Prophet?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
Okay.
I'll answer whatever you wish.
Did you know Helen well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way. Unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's meteoroids.
Did you consider yourself a friend of hers?
I'll ask you this. If you'd been the star of cinema for years, then suddenly found yourself scrounging for bit parts while a younger person stole the limelight, how would you feel? In short, the two of us weren't close. But that's not to say my dislike of her was so extreme that I tried to do anything drastic. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me.
Is it?
I
Okay.
suppose that is enough on that grim subject.
Okay, bye. It's a small sitting room. He's upset about having a small room. He thinks that she should have had a smaller room. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. I've heard your concerns and know that nothing says safety quite like dozens of guns. Okay. You are definitely not a 2-bit hack. There's weird noises. Is that just the sound of you moving around? Huh. Call elevator.
Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
The lobby,
To the lobby
please.
we go.
Workplace malaise is moral bankruptcy.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Analyze.
Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup.
Yeah,
Approximating
seriously.
Proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
Seems bad. Seems like a workplace hazard. How hasn't Slug caught this?
Searching slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
Continue. Is this normal?
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
Okay. Good to. Oh, it cleaned. Okay. Anything else? Elevator service. Service out. Elevator is out of order. Use the stairs. If you hurt your back, sucks to suck. Okay. Hey, Chef Anwar.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation.
I'm here to investigate the murder. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
You're the inspector? Here? Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Suspicious. Did you prepare all of her meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
Her last meal was poisoned.
Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay, I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Alibi's a little thin there. Why should I believe anything you're saying?
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
Isn't Keene dead? Why are you being so evasive?
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it?
Because you're hiding something. Haha.
No, I don't think that's the case. Sorry to disappoint you.
Rip.
I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal.
Any ideas where I can find Owens?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait.
What was Spencer Woolridge doing around the kitchen?
Mr. Woolridge often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolridge simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolridge can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here.
Okay.
Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
I hope this coffee cools soon. I'm eepy, and I want to not be eepy. 'Cause right now, admittedly, I want one of two things. To sleep, or to play more Once Human. Because I am currently kinda fucking addicted to that game. Oh. Well, let's do a little quick save.
Spokesman said that the Here we go. Nice one. Like true professionals.
Hey, I didn't get XP for that. Shit, am I at max level? No, because I'm at 36. There's no way that that's the max level. That'd be silly. Right? Skills, details. Shit! I am at max level. Well, that's a shame. You do. It's a good game. It's a fun game. Like, I really, really do like this game a lot. Okay, so this is where I'm going. Don't mind me. I'm gonna use the computer. Security footage archives. Kitchen. Intermittent laws? Whatever. Root messages. Hack it. Please be on guard. Typically outside my jurisdiction. Appreciate it if you kept an eye on King Cannon. Run data recovery. Where are your archive records? Data recovery. Well, I don't have Hack 150 and I never will. So do I get to watch the video that I got? No? That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Okay, so we're just going in. Woo! Hey, you think I can? Yep. Whee! Safe. Running around. Could have fast traveled a little bit, but honestly, the loading screen probably would have made it longer. Thankfully, I can sprint always. Game, don't do that. I wish I knew why it was fucking up lately. It's like stuttering. Okay. Barred. Unbarred. No beep beep beep. This guy's not supposed to be dead. Oh, we found more of those specimens. Jenkins had already started excavating the habitat. It's been in an unusually good mood since I got here. Hey, chicken! Whoa!
I just want to be your friend.
Well, I'll hop Owen's invoice. I hate them. Okay. Oh, workbench. That's what I want. I want to see if I can make this thing any good at all. Fuck it, let's get it up to max goddamn level. Let's give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? It makes a funny sound. Love a gun that makes a funny sound. Okay, so that seems... interesting. Let's go for this. Game, please stop stuttering. Okay.
Not even a scratch.
Better than advertised. Though it burns through ammo. What the fuck? Not that I have an ammo shortage, but like... damn. Climb up here. Is there anything? No, there's not. How disappointing. Break my legs. I didn't even break my legs. Oh, there's like people around? Cool.
Is this supposed to keep the critters in or the guests out?
Legal hunting
Excuse
supplies.
me, Gunther. I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want, or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical suit yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back. Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
No. Yeah, I have a lot of ammo. Don't think I have, sorry.
Oh, that's not good. I hope she hasn't gotten herself into any trouble.
What's going on?
Seems I'm running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back. I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body.
Fair.
The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
We can help her out, right? Won't take too long if we're on the job.
I know it's a bit,
Yeah.
but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes.
What kind of mechanical is it?
Betty's just your standard tripod mechanical. Though she probably is still wearing my hat. Without it, she seems kind of naked. Her main purpose is cacao milking, but the only cacaos in the reserve are closed. Without a directive, she shouldn't have had reason to wander away from the milking area.
Hope it's not milking anything not a cacao. Almost all other beast milk is toxic.
Nothing a few dozen rounds of processing and human trials can't fix.
Gonna need to find Betty in the first place before anything can or can't happen with what she's milked.
I'll keep an eye out.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Okay. Hey, guy.
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
Love the name. Heard anything about unusual stuff?
Unusual? This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
Oh, I'm trying to crack, but I can't crack.
Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
Do you not sell ammo? Hey, bud. That seems like a bit of an oversight. You just got shitty weapons that I don't want. Okay, whatever, guy. Whatever. Lost little milk mac. Thankfully, I magically know where it is. All right. Come on, buddy. Are you just going back on your fucking own? Sneaking up and hack.
No cacaos detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Yay! That was easy. Hey, I did it.
I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
One malfunctioning mechanical as promised.
Oh, Betty, you big goof! What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony?
You know I am.
Let's take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
Cool. Don't let Kanan snip you on the way out.
I won't.
Oh, hey! Are you a ghost? Hello?
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guys would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
The inspector? That's you? I am so sorry.
Suspicious.
We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again.
Seems strange spot to loiter. What were you doing?
Law, it's all over. I told you someone would catch on sooner or later, Belle.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger saltuna to can than us.
Pretty far from the Grand Colonial.
Normally, yes, but we take guests out on live-action wilderness experiences for additional pay. You know, shoot a raft here, walk there. We're just between tours right now.
Not buying it. What's going on?
Buying? We're not selling anything. Especially since we're between tours.
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap-toothed, if you know what I mean. But seeing as you insist on sticking your... That is, since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing. We, misplaced some people on our last tour. Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators. Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys.
Oh, that's easy enough. So your guides were eaten by canids.
Might have been raptidons. I find it hard to tell them apart, especially when my glasses get fogged up.
Got your guest kills and all you care about is the room keys?
Hey, we all got our priorities. Not worrying about those keys ain't gonna bring their owners back from the dead. Anyway, the sooner we get those keys back, the sooner we can make it look like the ex-guests checked out early.
Trying to cover up their deaths?
Wouldn't you? I mean, the dangers were all listed in fine print on the waivers they signed. Least they can do is not destroy our reputation when they get themselves killed. We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours.
Say I get your keys. What's stopped me from telling your bosses what happened?
You kidding? You're welcome to.
Our bosses would want this situation resolved, just like us. We're the real victims here. The dead can't suffer anymore, but we can, and we will if we have to pay for all these lost keys.
Yeah, okay.
Is that right?
I'll help.
The inspector is going to help us, Bill. Thank the stars.
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's just see what happens before we celebrate. We last saw the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
Try not to lose any more guests to wild beasts. That one's closest. God, this game is so fucking pretty. Like, I know I say that a lot, but like... colors! Cool shit! Oops. Wrong button. That is not what I wanted to do. This thing is weird, man. This gun is fucking weird. Sublight tour guide. Oh. Just a tour going on here. Don't mind me, folks. Just killing all the wildlife you're here to see. Although my wounds are fatal, I, as a Byzantine, must face death with the same dignity I lived my life. To whoever finds this, please carry out my final wish. Pass on my rating of 1 out of 5 stars to the Grand Colonial. Guides were very unhelpful. Okay, coffee is officially hot but drinkable. Also, I have my doubts that the creature... Tsuchinoko real. I doubt that the creatures were just looking for cuddles. It's possible, but I have my doubts. Doody-doo. Purple. Look at these mushrooms. I want the mushroom.
Okay.
Hey there. You find us those keys?
Yes. Have them right here.
That's all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand. Here you are, Inspector. We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us.
What are you gonna do now?
We'll wait here a little longer and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this, remember? What belongings? Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector. Good luck with your investigation.
Productivity queen. Candy Canyons. Well, let's just...
Oh, hey, Candy Canyon! I know this place. It's where they did Free Range Fixer.
Hello? Alright. We gotta solve this fucking murder. I wanna solve this murder.
Okay, nobody needs this many candles.
Valid.
The prophet says...
Okay.
Discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death.
Oh. How would these be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Can you analyze the chemical?
Analyzing complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Yummy. Noted. Hi, girl.
Fruitful and productive welcome, sister. I had a feeling you would visit me.
Yeah, obviously.
A variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
Looking into the murder. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Certainly. But first, I'd love to interest you in one of my productivity seminars. We'll free you of those potential hampering humors in a heartbeat.
Didn't Helen say you were a hack?
Absolutely not. Any statements by Miss Helen about us were blown out of proportion and altered by the media. In fact, she quite recently... Ah, excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever the case, I'm sure her speech about us was all a misunderstanding. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
It's media. Humors? I don't understand.
As science has taught us, the body is made up of two things, flesh and humors.
That's why I try and be so funny. Ha ha ha. To make up for my excess flesh? I don't know where I was going with that.
These humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions.
Look, not every joke can be good. Shit, what was she saying? Flesh and humors, blah blah blah, signing up for some, okay. What repercussions?
Nothing you need concern yourself with, sister. It's all in the contracts. But of course, no one need subject themselves to such repercussions if they don't cancel. Regardless, can I interest you in a seminar?
I don't think I can spare the time. I've got a murder to look into.
I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways to bolster the retreat stock of bits. But you needn't worry about how this little conversation is affecting my livelihood, sister. Please, take your time.
Good, I wasn't worried about that.
I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, sister. How might I assist?
Can I ask you questions about Helen? Please answer truthfully.
I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
Explain. You didn't get along.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact her after you left?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Where were you when she was murdered?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
Okay.
I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
Seems likely. Got some interesting herbs.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, sister. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
That's all for now, I guess. Okay. That did in fact hurt. I should have guessed it would. In fact, I did guess it would. Prophet, I've talked to my agents, and they told me what I said about your seminars. You actually lost 30% of your revenue for the next thing. I said I wasn't interested in attending. I didn't realize that it hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess that's the price of my stardom. Hoping if you got space, that I might be able to attend one of your sessions. I was skeptical at first about meditation. Prophet with blah 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 blah. I can't read. Who are you? Why am I supposed to talk to you?
Welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. At least
Cool.
that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
Hired to look into the murder. Gonna ask you a few questions.
My. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Prophet had some kind of feud, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot, cold walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Have you noticed any unusual behavior?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Okay, bye.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious.
I'm sure you
I noticed
do.
the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
I'll look into it. Who did she kill? Was it me? Was it me? Was it me? Beep beep.
Timeline discrepancy detected.
Some recent thing.
Identifying
Footprints.
human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Are they Helen's?
Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Okay. Beep beep.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Is it more fucking footprints?
Don't mess with us.
Don't mess with her.
discrepancy. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Am I imagining things, or does it seem like whoever was dumped here got up?
No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of user correctness, 86%.
Strange. Let's keep this in mind.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
It's just gonna be footprints. I don't care.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Beep, beep, beep. I'm sleepy, gamers. I wanna take a nap.
Welcome back, sister. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, sister. How might I assist?
Hey, what's about the body? Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yard.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, sister. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
Quicker I get to the truth, the faster I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes, but as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
Saw the message from Helen about her attending a session.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Followed your trail where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
There's nothing there, but from its proportions, I'd say a body.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
Did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
True. You're sure she was actually dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
The wilderness? You didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
Fair. You definitely didn't kill Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
The only... She was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
Look, the body wasn't there. She must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
The only thing you've done has been completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
I'm not getting the deputy or anyone else to falsely imprison you.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison. Is that so wrong?
Okay.
She said I must burn away the old me in order to be...
Alright, well... That was a bust. That proved to be, nothing. She's just a fucking weird lady. A weird cult leading lady. Oh, Spencer.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor.
Yo, do you have a cult that you never told me about? I want to join a cult.
I could not have waited another instant for your presence. The Canes and the Canes, Act 2, Scene 6. I played a love-struck janitor. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I learned a thing or two about your activities. Found security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen. and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
So, quick question. What was it you wanted with a Terra Ray bowel gland?
That damn bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terra Ray glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
If it was an appetite suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it.
Oh, well, there's... maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, Law, what a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the Terra Ray gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
Okay. So you lied about being poisoned?
Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen to poison myself, the danger should have been nil. Terra Ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka.
Okay.
She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die. And even then, it would be an extended, arduous process.
Why poison her at all?
I was just getting to that. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
Alright. Yeah, she got, like, quadruple poisoned and then shot. I'm telling him the truth.
What will happen when all of the great actors are gone, Inspector? Who will replace us? No one. That's who. There will be nothing on the aether waves but serials starring mechanicals. I hope it's worth it.
Dude hates AI art. I respect that. Okay, to my room.
Inspector.
Hey, bud. Completed my investigation into her poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Spencer Woolrich, confessed to the crime.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
Yeah. I've finished my investigation into Jasmine and Leva, the Prophet of
Ms. Leva
Profitability.
earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers.
Yeah, no
So
shit.
Tell me, what did you find?
She's fraud and a cheat.
Ms. Leva's techniques have no basis in modern science, but she makes bits hand over fist. If that makes her a fraud, then she's only as fraudulent as our corporate leaders. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
No. I'm still considering my options, but no, I doubt she did it.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
Okay. So now we've got unfinished accusation. Name the murderer if you're ready. I do not know yet. I do not know yet. I feel like there's got to be something that I'm... Like, obviously there's the Lord of Blight quest, so... I gotta get that done, but like... Exit. Yeah, let's keep my team. Like... There is so much that ain't adding up. Cedric. Oh my god, more of these fucking losers. Chill, bud. Gross. I just want to make you smile. I should clip that and use it as a bit redeem or something. The noise that Twitch makes when someone follows.
Ms. Helen's death. You got an appointment?
I don't fucking need one.
Appointment?
No.
Then get.
I'm the investigator. I need to speak with Cedric.
No appointment? No talking to Mr. Kincannon.
Not very friendly, are you?
They don't pay me to be friendly. They pay me to keep hooligans out of Mr. Kincannon's hair.
Do I look like a hooligan?
I'd say so. That said, it's possible Mr. Kincannon might enjoy talking to someone as personable as yourself. We'll see what he says. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send her up.
Sup, dude?
Why, if it isn't the inspector,
I like this guy. He looks cool. He seems cool. I am. Let's hear it.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
And where would I find Elliot Nasser to verify that?
An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
Cheers to that, bud! So your alibi is that you were busy murdering someone else.
Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
So Helen's death is a net loss for Slug.
I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Oh, anything you should look into?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
What's the connection to the murder?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
I guess I can't guarantee theft isn't related to murder.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
I like this guy. Just no unspeakable mangling in front of me, please.
I would never. Company secrets and all that. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Before I get started,
was there something else?
I'd like an explanation for why I was attacked outside.
Bar fight? Drunk raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street. Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
Shit. It was... Fuck. It was Slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
How'd the thugs get their hand on Slug gear?
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few.
Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs Slug gear and send them after you?
They want me to pit me against Slug.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Ludovico more than anyone, given the relationship.
You said it, not me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that matter settled, is there anything else you'd like my assistance with?
Constable's dead.
Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident?
It was murder.
It seems murder is becoming an unsettling trend on Eridanos as of late.
Yeah.
Thank you for informing me of Constable Keene's passing. When you find her killer, please be certain to make them suffer.
You're actually upset about this.
We may have been on opposite sides of the law on occasion, but we were not enemies. Perhaps it will shock you to hear her loss saddens me. Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps, in her dedication to the rules, but good nonetheless. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know.
Oh. I'm sorry. She didn't deserve this.
No, she didn't. But let's discuss something else. Do you have other matters requiring my attention?
Why does Ludovico hate you so much?
The original incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused.
And now he regrets doing business with you?
An excellent deduction, Inspector. Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added.
That can't be it. Can it?
My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger.
That seems that seems track? That tracks. That seems likely. My brain is not good, gamers. Nurturing a grudge is an ugly thing. You should make peace with him.
Alas, I can't. I am, first and foremost, the head of Slug, and it simply wouldn't be good for business. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business.
Why do you care so much about the board? What the board thinks?
Because one day soon, Sublight will obtain a seat on it. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old Slice, which can be a nuisance. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities.
Which, of course, you are.
I wish I could wink, but it always looks like I have something caught in my eye.
Okay. Good talk, guy.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Is it the guns are missing?
Cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
Analysis. Fingerprints.
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
As I expected. Not that someone couldn't have accessed the cabinet using gloves you considered, but the simplest solution is often the right one. Gun on the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Neat. Is that all? Is that all that's here? Shower, toilet, office, beep beep.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Short-range transmission capabilities. The receiver must be somewhere nearby.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Whoever's listening, I'm coming for you.
Transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has it been there?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Examine the surrounding area.
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
Must have been placed recently. Wild guess. It was planted roughly a week before Helen's death.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
I like that guy. I hope he's not the murderer. Like, I know he is a murderer, but I hope he's not the murderer. Because I don't care about most of his murders that he's done. But I was pretty explicitly hired to solve this one murder.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
How long has it been on the ground?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Oh. Any clues?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Alright, well, I'll take it. Beep 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 boop ba doop ba doop boop. I really want to solve this murder today. And I think we are getting close.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Thank you.
Feel free to have a look around, ma'am.
Oh, there you are. I was like, who said that? Who was I talking
How
to?
many of these boxes fell off the back of the loader?
Fucking all of them, probably.
Is fight night still on then? Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Huh.
The biology of this sprat is highly unusual.
Is it
Sprat
now?
has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection.
Sprats do have highly adaptive immune systems.
An excellent point, Inspector. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Why is it so big?
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
Why would anyone want a big sprat?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
Oh, interesting.
See, making your card game look like a big illegal secret just makes it more fun. Nice and easy.
Hey there, little buddy.
I didn't know they made Raptidon erotica.
Weird. Well, I don't have enough to hack it. Hey,
You're
buddy.
the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
I've had to shoot a lot of people. What? Have you never shot someone?
Well, yeah, but they weren't suspects.
Okay,
So,
fair enough.
missing cargo. How can I help your investigation?
What's the culprit been stealing?
The weird part. There's no pattern, as far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
Yeah, fair. Sounds like our perp's not fencing the stolen goods.
Yeah, probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
See what you mean about there not being a pattern.
Well, I'm no inspector. If there is one, I'm sure you'll find it.
Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Could Benton have anything to do with it?
Nah, Benton's too lazy for crime. The extra work would kill him. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
Thanks for the heads
It
up.
won't bother him any if you have a look yourself, though. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
Any idea why someone would want to bug Cedric?
Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office, too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it.
Okay, bye.
Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare key card made. It's all yours.
Oh, sweet. Anything on there I should know about?
No. I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah. I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing, though, if that helps any.
Give me the card. Pen, soda, I'll never understand where the energy to care about this shit. Blue pens, purple berry soda, can't see a pattern. We've got all these Deadeye Mark IIs the other day, and not one of them went missing. Turn to messages, incoming. Tell whoever snuck over to a shipping yard and messed with the loading auto mechanicals to go to hell, will you? Those things break down enough as it is. All functioning automechs. Missing cargo again. In that case, there must be a problem with the automechs. I'll swing by when I can see what's malfunctioning. It's a little funny to see an automech dance. Who would steal Nanospank? The lone pictures of Spencer Woolrich. That doesn't seem particularly helpful to me. But I am stupid. So it might just be that I'm not seeing a pattern where there is one. Cause yeah, so far I really don't know who, like, I really don't have a suspect. Cause it wasn't Birdie.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I think.
Detected. Please lower your hostility.
Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Look for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Huh, that seems bad. Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
I'll have a look inside. Hey, buddy.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Unlock the access panel.
Is open. Please be sure to close the access panel when you are done.
Gotcha, bud. Disable the failsafe.
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
View most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C.
View. Skim random cargo every 1 to 4 days. There's instructions to steal a specific package. What was in shipment 6875.
Apologies. This unit.
Gotcha. Hey, well, no, not security. Where'd you go, buddy? Where'd he go? Yo.
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist?
No, we've talked.
Hey. Figured it.
Well, you're not helpful. Hey, said.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You've got a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
Someone bypassed the loading mech security system and rewired them to skim random goods.
Damn, you're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
Culprit didn't want you to. It was a cover-up.
A cover-up. I see. The random theft was a smokescreen to hide what the culprit really wanted. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
Check your pocket.
That's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was, and whoever this belonged to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
She used it to research slug shipments instead.
Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
Corporate sabotage, perhaps?
I can't begin to guess at her motive. If it was to spit in my face, she'd be pleased to know she succeeded. This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Seems we found your motive, Cedric.
Yes, I suppose we have. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Helen, but Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Or maybe you did know, and this is all show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that.
I'm not.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Wait, but I want to know what was in the specific package. Wait, that computer. That computer.
If I were the killer, I'd hide the body in one of those crates. No one would find it for years.
What was the number? Fuck. What was the number? I think it ended in 5? Fuck. Codex? Fuck. Whatever, I'm just gonna have to hope that I can find the thing. I think it was that. Can I... No. It's none of this. Oh, fuck. It wasn't... It wasn't an audio log. Yeah, no. Well... Shit. Can I talk to the robot again? Maybe if I talk to the robot again, I'll be able to find out what the thing was. Oh, it was you. Nope, can't talk to you again. Cool. Well, that sucks. That would have probably been a good, useful bit of info. Well. I have no idea who did this murder. Who are our suspects, even? Okay, Cedric. I don't think it was Cedric. I don't think it was him. But the gun checks out as a maybe. I don't think it was the actor boy. I'm almost certain it wasn't Birdie. It definitely wasn't the Prophet. Could it have been fucking Boss Boy Ludo? Huh. Oh my god. Can we stop with these fuckers?
Don't mess with us.
Actually, you know what? Let's skip some loading screens. Oh, it's hot in here, gamers. It is very unpleasantly hot in here.
Inspector.
Hey, guy. I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
He's a slippery guy. Can't find much to build a case.
That doesn't surprise me. Cedric practically stole his way to Eridanos. He'll do everything in his power to keep you off his trail. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
She was making money for him. I doubt he has a motive.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry to disappoint you. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
So do I have anything else? Oops, wrong button. No. All I have left is the final moment. Oh, gamers, I don't fucking know. You know what, let's... Oh, what? Save. Save. Big save.
Inspector?
I know who did it.
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
I'm almost certain it wasn't him. Definitely wasn't her. Pretty sure it wasn't him. Seems like no.
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
I interviewed everyone else. You're the most likely culprit.
I knew hiring you was a mistake. I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary.
You sound pretty defensive. Got something to hide?
I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. I am assaulted by your perfidious and baseless accusations. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence.
This entire investigation is a farce. I'm done playing along.
You have no proof, then you have no case. And I have no further use for you. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
Inspector, huh? I thought you said my services were no longer required.
Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of this moment. Damn it. Someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
Okay. So guys, should we help him out, or...?
Whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
Alright. I got nothing going on. We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take a wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
Okay.
Aha!
Lobby, please. Yeah, my girly squad. Gotta go with the girlies. Security breach. God, that guy on the left. Honestly, both of those faces look fucking blitzed out of their mind. Yeah, bud. Where am I going? Boop, 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 boop. Shit, have I even been to that spot yet? I don't think I have.
Here they come!
Oh. Okay, I'm going to swap out thing for my normal gun, because honestly, I like this gun better.
Gosh, it's actually kind of cheerful. Almost makes you forget they're probably hiding a terrible secret in there.
Woo! That is a cool fucking look. I really like that. I love the aesthetics of Rizzo's. Like the color schemes and stuff, very good. Hello? It's Halcyon Helen.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later.
I kind of guessed that, honestly.
Standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
To Flinders? No, that's a fair question. You want to explain how you're still alive?
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the vaporwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
Okay.
That must have been her sister.
I didn't see that coming.
I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
A twin? The only thing worse than being an only child has gotta be having a perfect sibling. Can you imagine the parents?
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
What plan are you talking about? Does it involve the worms?
My plan to save Halcyon. I'm not a murderer, Inspector. I acted in defense. I had to defend Halcyon's future.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not Parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want
Okay.
joy back
Well,
in Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
I figured that the worms had something to do with it, because that was obvious. They're not symbiotes. I've seen the way they behave.
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness.
It's super distinctly not.
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the labs. You killed Dr. Blossom.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile.
Okay, let's not go with that.
Toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
I know you killed the the Rangers mascot.
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't working for the administrator.
He was a Rizzo's employee. He belonged to Ludovico's horrible little family of grinning idiots. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot. They were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
You killed Constable Keene? She was on your side.
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
I've heard enough.
Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
Ludovico's out of his fucking gourd.
Couldn't agree more. The last thing this colony needs is more grinning idiots.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives.
It was the explosives!
Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Okay. Sealed. Sealed.
Head through that door. There's another way out.
Dang, that's impressive.
I do have a talent for breaking and entering, yes. How kind of you to notice. Is the switch down there? Oh, over here.
We made it.
Yay!
We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
What's the plan?
This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism.
Yeah, I know.
Just like that. Parasites bursting out of their bodies. Fat and wriggling with vital energy.
Gross. Must be some kind of pesticide, benign to humans, lethal to
You're a
parasites.
step ahead of me, Inspector. Clearly a woman of many talents. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move.
Hold on, I have questions.
In private, back at the penthouse. Also, I rather like the ambiance there. See you soon, Inspector.
Okay. Disappointing, but... Alright. Well, we've solved the murder. I was right about it not being anyone we investigated. I did suspect that there was another person involved that was doing stuff. I didn't expect Secret Twin. And I didn't expect that the person doing all the killing and getting in our way was working against the murderer. God, can you just chill it with these losers?
Feels good. Feels fun. Don't mess with us.
I'm glad that the Rizzo's guards aren't, like, attacking me. I kind of expected that, given the situation.
Aha! Next stop.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
Yeah, that tracks. I'm sorry, that must be difficult for you.
I appreciate the sympathy, Inspector. Thank you. I'll appreciate your help even more. Shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not going to sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, I'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
Oh, nifty. So your immune system could destroy the parasites before the larval stage.
Precisely. I see we're in your wheelhouse, Inspector. Or do you prefer Doctor? We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of Sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of Sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you.
Okay. Oh, you mean Sprat nucleants. They're commonly used in medical experiments.
I'm glad one of us is an expert. Most of what I know is based on Dr. Blossom's notes. Here's what I understand. Sprats have an adaptive immune system. They don't suffer from the diseases and parasites they carry. It's one reason why you'll see them in every corner of the colony. Dr. Blossom experimented with Sprats and accidentally discovered a way to become immune to the parasites. That's probably when she decided to switch to human testing.
I should be able to synthesize an effective antiparasitic.
You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises.
You know me.
I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Use the ingredients.
Just borrowed a centrifuge. Easy enough.
I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Most?
The more severe cases are beyond saving. I'm afraid there's not much we can do for Groundskeeper Yarbo. There is one other thing. While you're at Piraeus Spaceport, have a word with Cedric Kincannon. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
Okay, bye. Like, the game clearly wants me to be like, you murdered so many innocents! But like, so do I. So do I constantly. Like, yeah. I'm not hugely in favor of it, don't get me wrong, but like, as the person who slaughtered the iconoclasts, I really can't say that I blame her. Or that, like, I hold any kind of high ground. Oh, yeah, let's just go there. Fast travel. We love to fast travel. So many loading screens. Loading screens forever. Loading screens that never end. 'Cause you're loading so much. Egg pod. How do I get up to the egg pod? This seems like the opposite direction. God damn it! That's a finger. Index finger of the chief of the savages, bitten off by his followers as they finally turned on him, as dissidents always do. Not wanting to permanently injure the then celebrity Spencer Woolrich, and lacking the resources to create an artificial finger for the scene where it was lost, the director of Terror on Monarch had security remove the index finger of one of Woolrich's understudies. You now hold it in your hand. Whatever. I don't fucking care. I'm bored. I'm bored with it. Not the game itself, just with pretending I know how to read. 'Cause gamers, I am illiterate. Reading is not something I know how to do. What the fuck is this place? What? I feel like I shouldn't be breathing this. Please tell me that did a lot of damage. It didn't? It did basically nothing? Ow! Wow! That was a rough one. Lore. Whatever. Egg. I would not want to station my cult that close to the worm house. Not necessarily because, you know, I mean, cultist shit. I wouldn't necessarily care too much about my cultists getting infected. But I wouldn't want to be wormed. I don't want to get wormed. That seems like it'd be bad. Like, that would freak me out, the possibility of getting wormed. So, yeah. I'd keep my fucking house away. I just wanted to make you smile.
I'll keep it down. Never saw
you. Oh, wait. Was that guy not wormed? Hold up. I just assumed that that guy was wormed. Because he was in like a freak out pose. So many loading screens. Oh my god, and another one. Don't be you. Be better.
Oh, how'd you get in here alive? You are alive, yeah? And not one of them? No, you look clean. Good. You better get inside with the others.
Hey, bud.
Inspector, you made it. Well done. I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is, at the moment, less hospitable than usual. My apologies. Regardless, you must have some purpose here. Do tell.
Ludovico's behind everything. Will you help me take him down?
My. You mean Lou was up to no good this whole time?
He wants to infect the colony with slugs.
It's an ambitious plan, I'll give him that. But tell me, why should I help you, Inspector?
I'm appealing to your better nature here.
Always best to make sure a man has a better nature before you appeal to it. All right, but you're not to take this as confirmation I have one. Understood? You can expect slug support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation station.
Cool. Tell them to bring their best weapons and any personal issues they'd like to work out through violence.
I'll do that. I think one of our checkpoint guards is going through a divorce. As thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou, we have barricaded ourselves in here for a reason.
Yeah, I noticed.
I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the spaceport safely?
Shoot. I'm gonna disperse an anti-parasitic. It's almost ready.
Are you really? Inspector, you are a marvel. Excellent work. I'll admit, I'm awfully fond of my agents. To see them restored will be a great weight off my soul. Thank you.
We need essence of Sprat.
Helen, you don't say.
It's a longer story than we have time for.
That's not terribly surprising, considering present circumstances. This anti-parasitic, it would restore my people to their original, non-infected selves? Safely?
Theoretically. Best chance we have.
Well, I'll take my people's probable cure over their guaranteed death. Coincidentally enough, Slug can supply you with essence of Sprat. Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman, you remember her?
Okay.
There's a package on the desk in her office. You'll find the essence of Sprat you need in there.
Who ordered essence of Sprat anyway?
Oh, I wouldn't like to say. A customer-supplier confidentiality and all that. Now then, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
Nope, that's all.
Want to
Thank
guess
you.
which gland essence of Sprat comes from? Yeah, me neither.
Okay, Gotta get to the center fudge. Gotta get to the center fudge. And I can't fast travel from out of here. Region? Wait, can I? Oh, that would be huge. Wait. I'm going to the penthouse, right? Not every challenge needs to be solved with a gun. They could be handled through negotiation or subterfuge or a big hammer. Centrifuge. Examine the centrifuge. See a small label stuck against the side of the device. The label reads Rizzo's Laboratory Centrifuge. No training required. All Rizzo's laboratory equipment has been designed for use by the unschooled worker. Insert ingredients, push button, watch it spin. Peel back the label. You see another smaller label under that one. It reads Discontinued Model, Spacer's Choice Proprietary Technology. Well, I'd love to calibrate the device, but I'm a little short on science. Yeah, I'm pretty short on science. God, that's so expensive. Well, let's fucking do it. The essence of scrap smells vaguely like the rest and go on the Groundbreaker, or possibly the Cantina in Edgewater. It's difficult to place something. The parasite eggs sink into the concoction, sizzling. You activate the centrifuge. The device does its work without any additional input from you. A swirl of bright colors entertains your eyes, and a few moments later you hear a bright chime. Well? Fast travel. You get caught up in the fast travel. Oh my god, that's so many of them. Oh wait. I don't think I've been into this building yet. Might have helped the murder investigation. Except, I guess not, since we learned that... Whatever. We learned that it was all wild goose chase. Oh, this is cool. It's like a museum. Okay, use.
Protocols suspended. All non-essential protocols suspended. Phaeton is standing by for larval compound dispersal.
Gotcha. Disperse this instead.
Affirmative. Dispersing.
Hope it works.
Incoming message from Rizzo's distillation station.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done? You hijacked our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No.
You're trying to kill my symbiotes.
Yeah,
I'm
bud.
not going to let you destroy everything I've built. I can still fix this. I can undo the damage you've done.
End of transmission.
Oh, what a fucking loser. Where is he? Can I not fast travel right now? Oh, from this location. Poot poot fart. Well, guess I'm running. And probably killing more guys along the way, 'cause there's no way that there aren't gonna be more guys. But hey, I hoped that this stream we would solve the murder, and the murder we have solved. Shouldn't you be dead? Oh, rip to you. Like, shouldn't they be dead or cured or whatever? Or did it not work because I didn't calibrate the thing? Because that would suck. I don't like it when games, especially games like this, have level caps. Like, I know the idea is that, like, it's so you can't just grind up and be a god or whatever. But, like, I don't like it when I get to the end of the game and I'm not still gaining experience. And, like, it sucks. Like, it sucks not being able to do certain things because, like, it was never possible. Like, I needed to be able to calibrate that centrifuge, for example. I needed another 2.5 full levels. 2.5 full levels just into science. Which, I don't know, that doesn't seem like a great deal to me. Like, I need...
Inside those vats? I am never touching Spectrum again.
Oops, wrong button. And still, despite the fact that I've been playing this for several hours now, almost 3 hours straight, my body and my My button presses are still calibrated to once human.
Try that again.
So I just tried to do a melee attack, which is V. And instead,
Deft hands, Cap.
I did not. Instead, I told Parvati to hit them with a hammer. Which is a kind of melee attack, but not the one that I meant to do. Whatever. I just want to be your friend.
Oh, that's a long fall. Don't look down, Cap.
Oh, that was useless. Oh my god, there's so many of them. How did you get behind us? Come on, girlies. Is that really all that's in here? Disappointing.
I don't know what we're gonna find in there, but based on what we've seen so far, I'd say be ready for anything.
Oh, holy shit. He's getting a proper boss introduction.
I know you're hungry. Be patient. I'll feed you soon enough. Just a guest. The one I told you about. The inspector. Welcome. We were just talking about you.
We?
Ah, my superior and I. I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. Contaminated the air we breathe with your poison.
Uh-huh.
You think you've saved this colony? All you've done is robbed Halcyon of its last chance at real happiness. And you've angered my queen.
Your queen? What exactly is going on here?
The queen of symbiotes. A creature of endless compassion and unfathomable intelligence. The next sovereign of Halcyon. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the queen, and then I'm going to find a way to repair the damage you've done. Don't be afraid. She can smell fear, and it makes her absolutely ravenous. Your Highness. Dinner is served. Wait. No, not me. Them! Merciful law. Stop.
Well, that's fun. I was kind of hoping I get to shoot him myself, but... Holy shit! It's like a proper fucking boss fight. Careful, the queen seems enraged. Now she seems dead. Well, that was underwhelming. But tell me about this shot. Oh, that's just a rifle? Wait, but it's a... Huh? Interesting. Hi, guy.
You made it. I guess happy customers really are repeat customers. Here, I had something I wanted to give you. This is a golden ticket, good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards. This is my way of showing you that I appreciate you just for being alive.
Thanks, Harwell. How do I get out of here? Yeah, I was really hoping that I'd get to kill that guy myself, because that's way more satisfying. It is funny having him be eaten by a worm, and admittedly, I will probably make that the thumbnail for this when it goes up on YouTube. Sorry, one sec, my glasses are really smudgy, it's starting to actually bother me. Yeah. We did it, Patrick. We saved the city. Hey, guy.
You've done us a great service here, Inspector. You have my gratitude.
Great. Good talk.
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the Queen of the Brain Slugs wasn't on that list.
You sound disappointed?
Is that so strange? I imagine this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Belinda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different.
Yeah. Give it time.
I can't go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to begin with. It was shared. Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for your help, Captain. I never would have made it this far without you.
Fair enough. Well, bye. Well, this place sure was something. Ada.
Welcome back, Captain. Or shall I call you Inspector? What can I do for you?
I'm not an inspector anymore. I finished the Eridanos job.
During your absence, I passed the time by simulating a number of hypothetical conclusions to this case. Unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited, and my appraisal of the individuals involved is not flattering. Therefore, my conclusions are inaccurate.
I can tell you what happened. Alright, humor me. Who do you think killed Halcyon Helen?
My simulations have yielded several possible causes of death. Halcyon Helen may have been killed by one or all of the following: asphyxiating on Rizzo's Spectrum Brown, grappling with a primal while inebriated, killed by an overzealous fan, death by automechanical, or profound loneliness. How close were my estimations?
Not very. Why don't I just tell you what happened?
Please, do so.
The real killer was Administrator Ludovico.
Administrator Ludovico killed Halcyon Helen? I have been programmed to simulate contempt and mild surprise. Mr. Ludovico had the audacity to hire you to solve a murder he committed? I am contemptuous and mildly surprised. This information is valuable to me. I will update my behavior simulation protocol accordingly. Thank you, Captain.
No problem.
How can I be of assistance?
Okay. Ooh, crack. That was my sternum. Okay. So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna save the game. And then we're gonna call it for today. And next time, we're gonna advance further on the main quest. And maybe beat the game? I don't remember how much longer there is, if I'm being honest. But, yeah. So, thank you for watching, y'all. I love you very much. And I'll see you next time. Remember, Black Lives Matter. Defund the police. Bye-bye!